Okay, this video here is on our Jmacx coil conversion 4.2 tonne or 4200 GVM. This particular kit is designed for guys that are heavy tourers. They might have canopies, they're towing heavy loads. You really need to have a minimum of about a 400 kilo payload to make this system really work to its optimum level. If you get a GVM that's too big and you don't have a bit of consistent weight in it, it's never going to be the premium package that you require. So it's very important. You can jump on our GVM calculator on our website and throw some figures around. You can upgrade our GVMs from 3.9 to 4.2, etc. down the track if you find over time that, hey, look, I wasn't heavy when I started and now I'm getting heavier. So you can adapt these conversions to get to the outcome from 3.9 to 4.2 if required. So what we want to concentrate on is our 4.2 tonne kit. Now, our 4.2 tonne GVM is for 79 single cab and dual cab. It's for our 78 troop carrier, not for the 76 5-door wagon. So 78 and 79 only. Now, what our kit will give you, pre and post rego in all states, it will give you a 4.2 tonne GVM or 4,200 kilos, a 3.5 tonne tow capacity, so you maintain tow capacity, and a 7,700 kilo GCM. Again, like we discussed in the 3.9 video, you can't get to these GVMs by just doing suspension. You have to do more than just springs and shocks. So again, in our 4.2 tonne, we give a 2,700 kilo rear axle load. So that's the most important thing in one of these scenarios is if you've got a 4.2 tonne GVM with just springs and shocks, 99% of the time it's impossible to practically load your vehicle to its GVM and maintain axle load capacity because the stock axle will not give you those capacities. So let's face it, by the time you put bull bar, winch, side rails, dual batteries, people in the car, everything else goes in the back. So you're continually just throwing the load to the rear. If you're towing 350 kilos of tow ball weight at 3.5 tonne, can equate to about 470 kilos on your rear axle because it's behind your axle. So axle load capacity is critical in these types of GVMs. So what you get with our 4.2 tonne is our patented welded frame. So as we discussed in our 3900, this is not a Meccano set of multiple plates and multiple bolts and all sorts of bits and pieces that are, as a chassis twists and carries on during its life, anything where it's just all bolted plates all bolted together like a Meccano set are constantly going to be moving and coming loose. This is a structural cradle or a structural frame. It bolts into your chassis rails. It's fixed via 3-axis. It also has side plates to strengthen the outside of the chassis rail. Once this frame is locked into place, there is no retensioning, rechecking. That's it. It's good to go. You never have to think about that again. There is no welding to your chassis. So this is a mechanically fastened system. So in the 4200 kit, what you get is GVM rated coils. Now, your shock option, your Ironman shock option comes off the table at 3.9 and you have to go to either our Jmacx shock, which is a revalve shock specifically for this GVM, or you step up to our King shock option, which are the custom built Kings, built-in bump zones. There is no other King shock like this on the market in Australia. They are specifically built for our GVM. Now, we use both of these shocks right up to 4.5 tonne in our other applications. So you've got a choice on your 42 of the Jmacx XT or upgrade to Kings. So the other thing that comes in that 4.2 kit, rear adjustable Panhard, upper and lower control arms, fully adjustable, again, to make the tuning of that vehicle as good as it can be by having everything that's adjustable. EN26 chrome moly axles. Again, if you want 300 Ms, for a couple $100 you can upgrade, but the reality of it is, if you break that axle, 90% of the time you'll take a diff center with it. So not much point in going stronger and stronger when you're going to explode your diff center. I'd rather break an axle than do more damage than that. So coil spring isolators, heavy duty axle kit, full float mind you, all Australian made. Control arms, uppers and lowers, Panhard, all your bolts, brackets, rear sway bar, bolt line kits, brake line kits, everything that's required, front and rear suspension, everything that's required to do it. The other one is that we do standard in the 42 and the 39 is airbag kit. So either an Airbag Man or a Poly Air kit. Okay, so they are standard in the kit. Now, the other one that's standard in the kit is an NPC clutch. Now, people say to us, well, other companies don't do a GVM at that and they don't offer a clutch. The bottom line is, at 4.2 tonne, the standard clutch will not survive. So it's important that when you do a vehicle that you do it properly. So NPC clutch is the only one that we recommend and use. It's proven. It's a 1350 Newton metre unit. It's a flywheel and clutch package. So if you take your 79 out for a tune, there's no physical way you can do a decent tune on a 79 without doing a clutch. So that'll give you an idea as to how important a clutch is. So now, the 4.2 at 2 inches of lift, you can go from 2 inches to 4 inches of lift and 35-inch tyres. Legal in every state, pre and post rego. Now, when you go from your 50mm and step up to the 3 or 4 inches of lift, you've got to do a few things. So we go from running offset bushes in your standard arms at 50mm to running radius arms. Now, Jmacx make the best radius arm in the world for 79 series Land Cruiser. They're a CNC billet, one-piece machine, and go to our product video and we can explain more about this product. So you've got to go and get your caster correct. The other one you've got to do is, if you step over 50mm, you've got to do brake lines. So longer brake lines. These will also give you more braking pressure, but you need those longer lines. The other one is a front Panhard, so fully adjustable. So as you lift that vehicle, we need to be able to tune the suspension front and rear. Now, 35-inch tyres, speedo correction. So we have to bring that vehicle speedo into its legal tolerances to be able to be approved for Australian roads. So all of those things are then options to that kit as you start lifting that kit. So also too, King steering dampener. That can be optioned as well on your 4.2 tonne GVM. So all of these parts make up our GVM kit. So you can go from a basic 2 inch all the way up to a 4 inch and 35 optioned system. So that's the realm. Now, as we said earlier, the 4.2, it's very, very important that you choose the right GVM for your needs, not just the biggest because you want it, you want the biggest GVM. It doesn't make sense. So giving you 4,200, 3,500 kilo tow capacity and a 7,700 GCM. Track correction, axle upgrade, so that's all the parts. So if you want any other more information on any of the individual products, we will do specific product videos on all the different products and the differences between them and either similar products or that type of things. So that sums up our 4.2 tonne GVM. If you want any more information, please contact us at jmacx.com.au. Also too, jump on our GVM calculator and that'll help you through the system.